Hi! Today we're going to make this tutorial for watercolor texture that I'm so excited to make. This is a series of watercolor textures tutorials that I want to upload for you. I think it's a great idea. We can make different watercolors textures, and this is a big topic because it's a lot of ways to make textures with different materials. So this is my favorite part when I'm doing watercolors, when I put the patterns and the textures in the trees, in the leaf, in the houses, in the animals. Like today we're going to draw these uniform shapes that is like a giraffe skin or like a cow skin. I don't know, this idea came to my mind and I just want to paint. And thinking in a giraffe, we're going to use today earth tones for this painting. So I never really plan the colors when I'm making exercise. So the colors that I want to use, exactly the names, and you know that I have a lot of palettes with different colors. So I just go there and pick the color, and I don't read even the name. But I think for you guys is make this easy for you, because I know you don't have all the watercolors that I have. We can use burnt sienna. We can use two Italian burnt sienna if it's possible for you to find. That one is from Daniel Smith. It's a great earth tone color. We can go with one yellow ochre, Quinacridone Gold, beautiful color. And we can use two raw umber from Daniel's. Oh, sorry, a raw umber, doesn't matter the brand that you have, and it's a beautiful color that if you don't have in your watercolors, I really say you have to go and buy it. This is the lunar earth. That tone is so beautiful. Here, how you can see in the process, I'm mixing two colors for each spot. So try to mix one light color with one with more pigment to make this like looks like different and like I have a different background for the textures. We can use to make this looks very pretty colors like red colors like Perylene Maroon, Alizarin Crimzon. All these names, all these colors that I want you to try today, I'm going to leave the name behind the video. I hope you can find this color easy in your country if you don't are here in USA. But for sure you can find another brands that I'm going to try to use colors that are not as hard to find. Okay, so when we finish painting the spots, please, it's very important, try to paint a spot next to the another one in a different color with a different shades. Please, it's very important. So look at here in the corner of the painting, I make the mistake, I put very similar colors, but I can fix it with the texture. We can fix that, but let's try to make the background. Every form have different colors, so the background going to be very nice for make our textures. The good thing about making these spots like I don't know, like the giraffe skin, and we leave a blank spot, a blank space between each color, is good because we don't have to wait that dry. We have to be careful, of course, because with your hand you can touch the paint and the paper can get painting in different areas that we don't want with your own hand, but we don't have to wait it dry, so we can make this exercise like with more flow without always waiting the dry to the next step, right? I don't have any problem waiting, because something that I do in the time while watercolors dried, I put a series and I watch I can watch a movie. It's very funny. I pick one movie and I watch that movie in a whole week, because it's just for when I'm taking the break. The watercolors dry. It's funny. We're going to start with the first layer of textures. So I say first layer because on top of this we can do a second, even a third layer of different spots or lines that are going to make this looks like a very, very nice composition. So here we can find inspiration, open a botanical book, or you can go and see plants in the street or things like that. Take pictures of the leaf, take pictures of fabric that you see, like have even, you know, something funny, I like to see very close the rocks on the floor. I don't know if I pronounced that well. But I really think that textures is something that is around us everywhere, and we just have to learn to open our eyes and notice that everything around us can be an inspiration to paint. So it's funny because I'm going to tell you this. How I picked the name of my brand, Safari of Ideas, is everything started because I want to open an Instagram to save pictures of the textures that I see when I go around the street, walking in the street. I just want to put nice textures that I see on the way, like a safari, you know, like a safari of ideas. And that's how it start everything. I really want to make like a introduce video for you about myself and all my background and everything, but you know, it's something funny and nice to tell you and share with you these stories. Okay, let's be back to the tutorial. I so talkative, I can talk for hours with you and tell you my stories, but let's continue with the tutorial. Like I always tell you, you can make exactly the same thing that I'm doing right now. You can make these spots, the lines, you can make exactly everything that I'm going to make in this process. But if you really want to learn and to enjoy this process in the future, you have to start doing the things in your own. Something that works for me really well with this is that I watch tons of classes and I follow the steps, but I follow the steps on my way. So that's why for me not was difficult at all find my own style. It's funny because I have this question in one comment on TikTok, and sometimes in Instagram too. They say to me, hey, I like your style. What is the name of this style? And I just say, it's my own style. That doesn't have any name. I don't put any name or nothing. It's just, this is the way that I like to paint, and it's the way that I make all my paintings, you know, and it's my own style. So I see a lot of people that they like to watch classes that how to find your own style, and I have to be honest with you, I never have to go to those classes, but that this thing going to be very useful for you if you really do it like I told you. Always take the classes and the tutorials on like something to learn but do it in your own, you know. If you feel that one part is a little bit stressful, it's because you don't going to enjoy the process. If you have to be too perfect to make the same thing that is in the final result, I don't know, it's my own opinion, is what works for me and is what I want to share with you. That so I hope this is useful for you, like it's for me. That is when you notice and you just let your creativity came and flow, you already have your own style because you are doing the things like make you happy. I really think that in life in general, when we do something because we have to, but if we don't find a way to have a joy doing that, is because we are in the wrong place. Even I understand that sometimes we have to stick to jobs because we need it, you know, but you need to find a way to make that job bring you some happiness. And sometimes I can be so positive all the time that is like a friend said to me one day, your positivity is toxic. That was so funny. I really liked that because I really tried all the time to see the nice way or the nice face of the things that are happening to us in the moment, right? The same is with this. The same is with watercolors or whatever art that you want to make. If you want to do this, I think it's because you want to do art therapy too, right? Art is a space where we need to feel safe and free. I'm not too fine to think that we have to study art like a curriculum in a university. I really think the university is really good to have friends and social skills that we're going to need all your life, and really good friendships that have the same in common, the same interest in common. But I think that when you want to do something like art, you need to be happy, free, and you need to feel that you don't care if another people likes or not. It's something that makes you happy and you like it and you feel complete with this. If not is that way, maybe you don't are doing the right thing for you. Everybody have a different hobby. I always talk about that. But if this one is yours, has to be because make you happy and feel free. So I told you, I like to talk. We are making a big spots here. And I'm going to show you this process in a fast way so you can see how I make these textures if you want to follow the same textures. Yes, I'll be back with you when we finish with the first layer. Now we start making the second layer of textures. Here I'm painting some leaf in these stripes. You can go and do like some gold details too, like spots. I'm going to do that in a moment. You can make too like flowers. These are some gold details that you always notice that I like to make. If you don't see before my video about gold materials that I like to use for my watercolors, please go ahead and check that one. I think we always have to think what color going to pop up more with the things that we are painting. Here I think the gold color going to be really nice idea. We can use to white color or black. That depends. I never use silver color, but I don't really love the silver color for my paintings. I like the gold. When it's metallic watercolors, it has to be something like pink or something like that for putting in like my textures. But I like more, it's because of watercolors palettes that I like to use, right? But I like a lot the gold, the white, and black for the details. We almost finished here with the second layer of the textures and with our exercise of today. I really hope you enjoyed this process. It's a really fun process that I want to share with you, and let me know what do you think about this tutorial. Thank you so much. I see you soon.